All right, so this is the object or the blueprint class that we wanted to spawn in our level. So it is, just as a reminder, all we did was we came in and, go back to the blueprints. We took our original BP pickup 01 and created another version of it, a copy of it. So it's not a child, it's actually a copy. And it is our new pickup. So if you remember our previous classes when we talked about different things, if we go to our class settings, this supports the interface that we created, so BPI interactable. And we have that. Oh, we don't actually have anything we don't have anything happening in here. Event interact. Oh, sorry, that's the okay. So that's the one. So it sets the visibility to invisible when we interact with it. Sets resets the collision as well, and then we just give it a little bit of time. We give it 0.2 seconds, and then kill the actor and destroy the actor there, just to allow that. We just don't want it to be killed before it finishes off any of its processing. This is not too important, but if we were doing something else, something a little bit more complicated, we would want it to finish that before we actually killed it, so we're allowing it to do that. Now, if we come into here, we also have a screen message here, so again, we can come into here, we can change the default of a screen message, so we can change the default here if we want to. And we can say, was it press E to pick up? And that's now going to be our default. We can change that if we want to. Let's just check and make sure that that is working as we expect. So, like these, we should be able to walk up to it. And, oh, interesting. What's going on? Lucky we checked. So these work. No problem. What's going on here? Let's have a look. Oh, I just remembered. Okay. This one would catch you out if you didn't know, but I have come across this problem multiple times in the past. If it's still the same problem, I'm surprised they haven't fixed it in this version. But what we can do here, show collision. All right. So the trace that we're using uses collision to detect objects. So if we go show me collision, and we have a look over here, we can see the sort of purpley blue outline there gives us collision, and we can see every object that we can't go through. Oh, sorry, we can go. I'm not actually playing the game, but you'll notice there is no collision on this object. I don't know why they've done that, but it's kind of annoying. Why is that? Well, let's go and have a look in here. And we don't want to go here. We actually want to go to the prop, the actual rock. Now, okay, let's open that up. And up here as well, collision drawing options. Show me. Oh, hang on. Were you seeing the collision? Show. Where have you gone? Where is my collision? Show. We can change the collision here, so that we're in the static mesh element here, and what am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? Perspective. Lit. Collision. Oh. Oh, that's visibility collision. I don't really get. I just want collision. Why? Lit. Okay. Why have they taken... simple collision. Okay, it used to be a button just up here. Anyway, so simple collision. Well, there is nothing there. Show complex collision. Okay, so that's complex collision. Complex collision is pretty much always the actual mesh, and we don't want it. I mean, it takes up too many cycles. But what we can see is there is actually no simple collision on here. What a pain. So what we can do is we can add a collision onto here. We have sphere collision, capsule collision, box collision. It's probably going to do the job, box collision. We could try auto convex. Let's try that one and see what we get. Do we get anything? Let's try. I don't think we got anything there. Let's try. I'm going to try box collision. Okay, so there we can see the box collision there. Now I'm going to use that because for my pickup, that is just fine. That's all I need. But be aware, if you're going to do this to another object that was going to be used somewhere else, that collision might not work. So let's just save that. And there you can see our nice box collision right there. Thank you. Now, goodness me, what a... surprise, surprise. Now our trace actually works. That's interesting that it's... Why? That's really weird. It should be at the center of the screen. Oh, maybe that is the center of the screen? I'd be better off to make that larger. That's interesting. Okay. Because it's actually where the you can see where it's colliding, and we go up too far. Oh, you know why? It's because it's from our camera, from our head. That's why it looks a bit high. Okay, you might, if you were doing a game like this, you might adjust that because I have to have that right at the top. You'd rather it to be right in the center of the screen, and I guess I could do that. If I wanted to do that, I can come into here and go to my blueprints. This one. So we did base that on this arrow. So we're using that as our trace start, and it's also where we're tracing from. So perhaps we could lower that a little bit. I don't know whether that's going to make it perfect. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah. Okay. We'll keep it at that. Yeah. Okay. So you can see where the trace is going. All right. So a couple little things there we needed to fix. Again, okay, I'm just gonna pause again here because it's probably been a few minutes. And we'll come back and we will this time, now that we've tested this again, we will create an automatic spawner for this.